Yeah. I'm a content creator, guys. Anyway, hi guys. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Pittons Shabango. If you are new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And voila, you're part of the graceful, the beautiful, and the wonderful family. We're back with another video, and this time we bring in a new segment. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but yeah, let's see how it goes. It's called Defining Friendship, and I've got one of my closest, my beautiful, and my amazing, and my graceful Grace friend. I don't know. Yeah, but her name is Grace, and yeah, let me allow her to introduce herself.
Hey guys, I am part of the Graceful family today, and it feels amazing because I've been waiting, and I always feel like for some reason I always feel left out, eh? Like, I promise you, I feel like a celebrity today because I'm gonna be like seen by so many people. But hey guys, my name is Grace Kabulu, and I am based in Cape Town, and today we have the honor of Yvonne actually coming through to my place, and we will be defining what friendship is and what it means to us.
Yes. So yeah, guys, yeah, don't cry. Have your tissues around because you might just cry, people. So yeah, today we're doing an episode or a segment called Defining Friendship. I think on this segment I'll have my friends over, and we're going to have conversations surrounding how they've experienced me, and the sit downs we've had, the ups we've had, the memorable times we've had, the dreams we have for each other. So yeah, we don't have letters, but we're going to have to speak from our hearts. If it gets caught in the moment, that's that. If not, I don't know. So first things first, do you remember, we're going to have like, okay, she's never been on my channel, so guys, I talk quite a lot. I just hope she's able to neutralize me, right?
I'll try.
So yeah, we're going to have a Q&A kind of thing. So I'm going to ask you questions, and then you can ask me questions as well. And then some of the questions are going to stem from our responses. So if I give you a response and then you feel like there's an extensive question that you need me to answer, then that'll be that, right? So my question is question number 1. Do you remember how we became friends?
I think it was in grade 9. Was it grade 9 or 8? 9. Definitely at Africa House College. But how we became friends, I have no idea. Honestly, all I know is for some reason there was a group formed. But
Okay.
I really don't know how it happened. Do you remember?
Okay. I think I remember much better than you do.
Okay.
So yeah, we became friends in grade 9. So I was a new student in their school. So I found her at the school that I went to. And then it happened that I think actually Mhlanga forced our relationship. Not like
You actually joined
yes,
after me?
yes.
Did I not find you there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you've been around. Remember, you even went to, was it Education Alive,
No,
Libotep
it
or
was
something?
His Majesty.
Yes, His Majesty. Remember, you left from His Majesty to Africa House,
Yeah.
but I found you guys there. So it happened that I got to Africa House, and me being the genius I am.
She was not. No, like legit.
Like I'm super smart, guys. Don't see me taking and think, yeah, I'm super smart. So I remember I
So
became.
messy, sorry.
It's okay. So I remember how there was a teacher of ours, our English teacher, right? I became very close with him and other teachers as well. You know how teachers feel about smart kids, right? But also I wasn't sure who I wanted to be friends with. Technically, I became a little bit close to Gloria. And then after that, I think you were friends with Gloria. So I sort of like vicariously became your friend because you were friends with Gloria. And then at some point, I think I was just friends with Karabo.
Yeah.
And then remember how I used to do the whole top 10 thing. So we felt like it was really cool if we
Yeah.
all became friends.
Yeah.
So like I think we organically became friends. It was never a thing of, hey, can you be my friend? It was
Yeah.
a thing of, oh, it's top 5. Let's all be friends. Because I think all of us were like
Yeah.
in the top 10 literally.
Yeah.
The only person that wasn't, I think that was Rose wasn't our friend like that, but she was.
She was even my friend.
Yeah, she wasn't our friend like that. So at some point, like top 3, she was there, and then
Yeah.
we moved her out, and it was just our friends all the time. So yeah, that's how we became friends. And
It's funny
then
how I do not remember all of this.
Oh my
but
God.
Like, because I honestly, like, now that you actually asked this question, I'm just like, how did we become friends? You know?
Yeah.
I actually didn't even realize that you actually came to Africa House.
you thought you found me.
I thought I found you there.
No, okay, I found you guys there. And then So yeah, I think in high school, I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong. In high school, yes, we were friends and we were pretty close, but I think we became a defining moment of our friendship was after school actually, because I think then we got to explore our friendship in individualism, because before we were friends in terms of like a squad kind of thing, so we never really got to experience each other, like, okay, this is Yvonne, this is what she loves and stuff like that, right? So we're like a squad of 8 people. We're called like the 8 piglets. I don't know why people were hating on us.
I think we should actually add like that picture we took with Kotato.
Yeah.
Where is Kotato?
Really something.
There's a picture where we're all like standing, and then the short guys were like kneeling down and stuff. I think we should actually like edit just so that people have an idea
put it in.
Why we were called the
8 piglets.
Whatever.
So yeah, we were there, and then also within that there were friends that were really friends. Within that there were friends that were fake towards one another. But yeah, it's quite a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So we became friends and we understood each other, and I think more than anything, we were able to understand each other's circumstance. I think if in as much as we're not like very close compared to after school, I think what really also kept us together in high school was the fact that we could actually be ourselves with one another. We could share our struggles. We could actually share our experiences, you know. Like I remember at some point we're just so broke, guys. We were so broke. Like we're so broke. Sometimes we wouldn't have lunch money and we would share the lunch money, and sometimes you find that, okay, maybe in the morning you didn't eat and you want makunya, but the makunya money is for lunch, and there's so much going on.
So it's your transport money.
Yes, she used to eat. Grace will be like, no, guys.
No.
Wait, you didn't eat it alone compared to that other girl. Remember what I was complaining about?
Yeah.
The other one would eat it alone. But I remember sometimes you had like your weekly money when you still stayed in Midrand.
Okay.
You had your weekly money. Then you were like, no, guys, let's buy those quarters, 5 rand quarters. Then I'll see what I can do like the other time.
I think what I would do is I had an uncle that worked at discount.
Yes.
So what would do is would eat my transport money, and then would go to him and ask him for money.
Yes.
Like, would always make a plan.
And I remember at some point, I also used to sell that other guy. I don't know if you remember, but I used to sell him my lunchbox.
That other guy.
That other guy I used to date. Yeah.
Oh. Can't mention names, guys.
The next thing, people are suing us. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's basically how we became friends. And then, what was a defining moment of our friendship? Whereby you're like, okay, actually, this is my girl. Like, this is my friend.
I think for me, I'm not even going to take it back to when, like, after school immediately or anything like that. But for me personally, I will take it back to the time I actually contacted you on Instagram, and I asked for your number, and we just started talking again, because there was a time when we actually like stopped talking. We're not in contact. We did follow each other on the socials and stuff, but we just weren't as close as we were like immediately after school. So for me, one moment that actually defined our friendship was when we actually spoke on the phone and you told me my shit. Like, she will tell you.
Like, you're going to know how I feel.
Like, yeah, no, but at least I always tell her, like, you'd rather actually have someone that actually tells you when you're like effing up. I don't want to use the word, but rather have someone that is actually open with you and actually addresses these things and tells you how they feel and what you've done. And then you try to work towards making that like better or fixing it. So what actually defined it was you taking me back to all the things we shared together, and then looking at where we are now and what transpired, what actually caused the fallout. I actually realized that I really did have a friend in her, because there were so many challenges that I actually went through at some point in my life that I would rather not get into. Like, some things are just personal. But she was literally there. She fought some of my battles with some people. There were some losses that I experienced in the whole process of it. But it basically took me back to the fact that she was the one person that I could actually confide in, and I'd actually neglected our friendship for so long. So defining it all took it back to all those moments, and all it took was basically that one phone call where I was just like, holy shit, like, if we actually look back at all the friendships and relationships that I've actually had, this is one girl that's actually been by my side, you know, which is why I was like, you know what, F this. I'm going to try on was it like trying to just fix this and make it work, which is why you had to like come to Cape Town, and you couldn't come to Cape Town without actually like seeing.
Yes, I couldn't.
Had to like come,
I had
and
to.
we had to actually see. Would it be awkward?
Would it not be?
Or not? Because sometimes you know what happens.
You agree on the phone that everything is cool, but when you see each other, it's like, I don't know what to say to you. I'm cringing and stuff like that.
But for me, that's just what defined like our friendship. We had so many fallouts. We had no happy moments and all, but we still found our way to each other.
Sure.
You know.
I think also with me, one of my defining moments is the fact that actually I have a lot of defining moments in that we've dreamt together. I feel like for me, the most beautiful thing ever is dreaming with a person and seeing them become. You know, like I'd make, for example, we've had a lot of terrible relationship choices. Like a lot, right? And
we're not gonna mention names.
Yeah, like we've had a lot, whether it's long term, short term, but we really had a lot. But we've had each other's back. I think even up to now, you're probably the top 3 of people that I always wanna call if I feel inconvenienced by a boy. I'm like, oh my God, why are you not getting it? Okay, let me call Grace. Maybe she'll understand, you know? I mean, for me...
a lot of people call me when it comes to relationships. I don't know why. Because I've also had bad choices. But
yeah, the fact that I can call you when I want to speak about anything, basically, or things... Even if it's not anything, but things that matter to me. The fact that I can trust you with my dreams, that I can trust you with my visions, that I can trust you with my feelings, my goals and stuff like that. For me, it means everything because, guys, a lot of people, a friend of mine was saying this to me yesterday, who don't I like? Let me set this record straight. I like all of you, but I'm very protective of me as a person, right? You may think you know me and stuff like that, and half the time you don't. Because really the people that know me, like, are my people close to my heart. I could be nice to you because for me, it doesn't take much to be nice to a person, but it doesn't mean we're friends or anything along those lines. And then I think for me also, the fact that seeing you become and seeing you still able to share those moments with me as well, for me that's defining because you know what happens when we grow? Oh no, we cut people off and stuff like that. Yes, we had fallouts, but the fact that we're still able to come back from those fallouts, it gives me so much joy and happiness because I don't get anxiety about our friendship. I don't get fear about our friendship, even if we don't talk always, or even if we have a fallout. Not to say I'm relaxing, but I always know that, okay, fine, it's probably one of those seasons or phases, you know, so we're probably going to get better and stuff like that. So yeah, I think for me that's that as well, being able to come back from anything, whether bad or good, and also just being able to tell each other the truth, because I believe personally, if I don't call you out, it means I'm done with you. If I can still call you out and be like, yo, you didn't treat me right, you did me bad, and even if you don't say sorry, I want you to know how I feel. If I still can do that, it means I still appreciate you, I still care about you and stuff like that. And also sometimes we talk to people, we tell them about how we feel and they don't change, but to actually see you put in an effort and actually listening, acknowledging and understanding given the circumstances, because another person would have been like, oh no, I'm mad because why are you calling me out at this? You should have called me out before we had this conversation and stuff like that. But the fact that we were adults about it, we're like, let's start from the top. Actually, the willingness to start afresh with somebody, it's something really beautiful, because a lot of people are like, no, I don't have time, you did me bad, I'm just gonna move on, you know. So for me, I love that. And then what would you say, do you recall any of our fights?
Hi guys,
So we're not really the type forgive and forget and smile.
Did we fight? Did we ever fight besides us just like drifting apart? Like,
actually, coming to think of it, I don't think we've ever fought. I don't know if that's a red flag.
No, I don't think it's a red flag as such, but I think for us, it's always been an issue of we stop talking and then we get back together. You know, we resolve whatever issues and we address it, and it's normally because maybe the other person was putting in more effort than the other.
Yeah,
so
so
I actually don't think we've ever like fought.
Yeah,
And it's funny how, in terms of our relationship, like when we look back at all the people we're friends with, like we're actually not very close with like everyone else. I don't know. Like, are you?
No, I'm not. Like 8 piglets, 1 piglet.
I am still like in contact with I think only one other.
Okay.
Who were they anyway? Like I'm trying to think who was part of the crew.
Okay, so it's me and you, and then it's that other girl, that other one, and then it's that other one, and then it's you know them.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I think out of the 8, it's only you and Gloria that I still talk to, that I actually still have a relationship with. And with Gloria, it's also the same thing. You know, we don't talk all the time, but when we do, it's not as if it's suddenly awkward or whatever. We address whatever it is that we need to address. We congratulate each other. We're happy for each other, whatever the case is. You know, but there's nothing like I could say that is like toxic between us or that we had a fallout or anything like that, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm surprised you're still here. Like it's been a decade, like over a decade. Actually.
Almost. Is it almost? It's almost
just
guys.
over. Yeah. Guys.
Imagine being friends with somebody for 10 years. That's insane.
Yeah, it's been just over. So like that just goes to show, you know. Now that we actually here, you'll have to like find a way to make sure that you actually make those millions sooner, because you are definitely gonna be like part of the crew of the godparents and stuff. Because when my babies get here, because I do wanna have.
What if you're
kids.
baking? Now I'm busy sitting here with the person that has baked. The next night I have to plan a baby shower.
I actually don't think I am. But are you gonna fly down to like Cape Town?
What if I would have moved?
Ooh, that would be even better. But yeah,
you may never know.
I honestly think my children would definitely be fortunate to actually have one.
So basically, you won.
Yeah, I did. I actually did. Like I am winning.
No, yeah, I think I also won, and I do really appreciate you so much with everything that I am. So I appreciate you very much, and I want you to always know that I love you so much.
Love you too.
Through everything. I think I've told you this before, that one thing about me, I don't really change how I feel about people. If they behave in a way that I don't like, I'm likely to let you know and stuff like that. But my love for you stands still. It will stand past time. It will stand past seasons. It will stand past our children, their children. It will stand past a lot of things. And I want you to know that I'll always be your safe space. I'll always be your confidence. I'll always be there for you in whatever that you need, wherever you are, whatever seasons that you are in life. Never be afraid to be the person that I call, whether it's a happy moment, a sad moment. I live to see every moment of your life, and I love being part of it. It's not that I just want the happy moments or the glitz and glam.
No, you've proven it. You've actually
you know,
proven
when you need people to be cooking like by the bundus and the big pots, I'm not that hand, but I'll definitely show up in. No, but
what you're gonna say? How will you be there?
I'm not that hand, but I mean, it is what it is. It's your job, and that's what you call sisterhood. Yeah. I think even for me, like when they said list your friends, I probably don't list you, because for me, you're more of a sister than you are of a friend. So I want you to always remember that I love you. I cherish all the moments that we've had, the memories that we've made, and the beautiful memories we're still yet to make. And I believe that I've also won. Like, my kids are going to be the luckiest kids alive. Having an aunt like you and being able to cross flights and all of that from wherever they are, and being able to visit their aunt who's going to be a billionaire. Or, okay, millionaire is like substandard, like your billionaires club kind of thing.
Yes, honey. Yes, yes.
So yeah, I really appreciate you so much, and I want you to always remember that. And then yeah,
that's so touching. Like, has this YouTube channel actually ever experienced this?
This is their first.
Oh my god.
First of many.
Yeah, first of many. And I really, really pray that we actually blessed with more life, because I'd really love to see where this goes. And I think after this past experience, I think there's nothing we cannot like handle at this point.
True.
You know? And just a moment of heart to heart, it seems. Okay, cocktails now.
Lovers quarrel.
I thought it was the same thing.
I'm so robotic. Please pause it.
As I was saying, since we're actually having one of those heart-to-hearts, I just thought I should go down on one knee at this point, you know. I'm kidding,
Wow,
guys.
crazy.
I actually never actually talked to you about this or say this to you. But since we are here and we've seen just how short life is, guys, like if we're being honest, and if you have the chance and the opportunity, do it. Let your friends know how much you appreciate them and everything that they do for you. So at this point, YB, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you. I appreciate our friendship, our sisterhood, and what we have, you know. Not everyone is fortunate to actually have a friend that will stick with them through it all. And you've done that. You've been my shoulder to cry on. You've been there through it all. I remember there was this one time, every time you bumped into me, had been this like pitch colonel, you know? Yes. But it's like moments like those where you go like, oh yeah, guess what, YB? Now you don't have to bump into me like that anymore, you know, because you actually know me from at that time. And I appreciate you for never, ever judging me and for just always showing me love, you know. It's very rare to actually find a person that would be as loyal. I've never seen a person that actually fights for their friends the way you do. You will like go all the way and fight even my husband and tell him like, dude, stop that whatever. I don't even know what words to use at this point, but like, just stop it. You know, what you're doing to this person is not right or whatever. You'll just tell him off, you know? And that's what I appreciate about you. I'm not saying that you're going to do that now or anything like that, but I feel like if you noticed that, or if you noticed something in me, if you came through today and you came to my place and you realized maybe I lost weight or something, you definitely start questioning my partner.
True.
That's the kind of person you are. You'll be like, what are you doing to this person? And you won't hide it. You know, you will like say it out. You're not going to go behind the bush and go like, but yeah, you know, try to like make it seem as if everything is fine. You'll tell it like it is, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Thank you for being the one that you are. Thank you for being a sister. Like honestly, I actually used to tell my family, I'm like, yo, Yvonne, yeah, she's like, you know,
it's so funny.
she's like, you know that boyfriend that makes
Why does
you
everyone say that? You know what's funny? It's that like I have quite a lot of friends, right? And they all say that. How do I nag a lot of people at the same time like that?
You actually do. I used to tell people, I'm like, you know, Yvonne is that person that will not give you space. You know, if you are her friend, you need to be available at all times. You know, you need to be present. And she will nag you even when you really don't have the time, you know. So I'm like, oh, Yvonne will nag you, let's say she's your boyfriend or something. And she's like, you know, this like, if you ask my family, and I'm telling you this, I'm not like trying to hide it to you or say it in such a way that I do not want you to learn. My family knows, like, I used to tell them, yo, Yvonne is that kind of person. And I was even telling my partner when you and I were like resolving things, I'm like, you know, the thing is, she is that kind of a person that wants to be present at all times.
Sure.
She wants you to be present at all times. So when you take a step back and the next thing it becomes like distance, it doesn't sit well.
Yeah, it's problematic.
Yeah,
I don't do well with people that feel like, oh no, let me take space. Oh, let me do this.
So
let me
like,
do
I was
that.
like, it's an issue of that. I think that's like one of our biggest issues where you felt like, you know what, Grace, during your highs, why am I not involved? You know, why am I not part of this and all of it? And me being me, I actually was selfish within that moment because I could have like celebrated like all these things with you the same way I celebrated my lows with you.
Sure.
You know, and that's what I also love about you, the fact that you actually like addressed that, you know. And I was actually surprised I was mature enough to actually take accountability. You know,
I love
people,
that
like,
you
know,
took accountability.
But like, I'm just glad that you actually told me as it is, and I told you that a lot of people like fail to do that.
Sure.
That's why like relationships fall apart and all of that stuff. But thank you, man, being a sister. I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, man.
Yeah. So, if you were to give advice to a 16-year-old out there, or 21-year-old, or a 30-year-old, or whoever that's going through friendship problems, what would you say to them?
If I were to give advice to a 16-year-old at this point, I would tell them that look at the friendship that you built with that person. Is it worth fighting for? First answer that question. Once I get a response that basically is a positive response, then I'll tell you like work towards fixing that relationship, build it. You know, it's not every day where you actually meet a loyal friend or sister or whatever the case is, because sometimes you need to understand that that person, you never know how far you might actually go with that person. That person might actually be there for you more than your actual family will be, you know. And I say this because I've actually experienced this through you.
Sure.
So I'd actually advise that 16-year-old to actually work towards building that relationship. Never be too quick to actually like give up on your relationship with somebody. You know, if it's worth it, and if you feel like you had a sister in that person or a brother in that person, work towards building it. It's not worth you also just turning a blind eye and just letting go of it. And also learn to take accountability for your actions in the fallout in the relationship.
Sure.
Ask yourself, why has the relationship turned out this way? You know, why is this the outcome of what I thought we were building together?
Sure.
You know? So that's just my advice to you.
Yeah, I think basically also what Grace was saying, nature relationships, we tend to neglect our friendships. The same way you apply yourself and efforts into romantic relationships, I think it should be the same thing in terms of friendship.
Put in the same effort.
Yes, and I think also it's very important to always understand what's important. Ask yourself, is it worth it? And if it's worth it, then put in the effort and the time. If it's not worth it, and it's okay, guys, not to want to be friends with people. It's okay for people to not want you in their lives. It's okay for people to not want to be friends with you anymore. But what's not okay is people fooling one another. It's important to have those uncomfortable conversations. If you feel like, you know what, this is not working out, I can't be your friend anymore, always put it out there, and it's fine. But don't be acting up or treating people badly and stuff like that, right? And then one advice I'd always give to people: when you love really hard. When you laugh really hard. When you, like, just be present. Like she said, I believe in the power of presence. Like, one thing about me, you will feel me if I'm in your life. Like, there's no way you can feel like I don't have any bond. Like, if I'm in your life, you will know, you won't second guess yourself. You will know how I feel about your choices and stuff like that. And one thing I always do is support you. Also, guys, learn to support people the way they would like to be supported. Because sometimes we tend to focus on me. Oh no, this is how I know how to love. But is that how Yvonne wants to be loved? If it's not, then you are doing a disservice to her. Find out how your friends want to be loved, what you can do better for them. And then, that should be great. And then to close this video off, one word or two words to define our friendship.
For me, it's God.
Okay.
Only with God. And loyalty.
Loyalty and God. For me, it has to be perseverance. and it has to be consistency.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Do not forget to be loved. Don't forget to be kindness. Don't forget to be light. God bless you. Mwah.